So they'll be calling you a radical. I want to get this up before the Utah State March Madness, which quickly in Utah is turning into March Sadness. I mean, early in the season, it looked like we had 4 teams going to the tournament, going deep. So congratulations to YALE and Bulldogs. Huh, what good was that game? That was the best game of the freaking tournament. I mean, that Auburn team played so excellent. YALE, Weber State, all the way across the country after beating St. Mary's, beat Yale. Of course, they lost in that 1-point game in that crazy tournament in Canada to Colgate. But anyway, Weber State won all the games they were supposed to lose, all of them. They beat Yale clear across the country. They beat St. Mary's on St. Mary's floor. They beat Wyoming at Wyoming. They beat Oral Roberts, knocked off the 2-year home winning streak. I mean, all these games are supposed to win. Just killing it. Beat Eastern Washington at Eastern Washington. But the games they were supposed to win, can't win. Can't win. It's what's happening to... So, BYU, Dallin Hall, who is my neighbor right here, got in the mouth. But that's what BYU does. That's what they always do. One and done BYU. They always get a great seed in the tournament. They always get upset. But it's hard being a Weber State fan. But so Danny, Montana State, who and I are friends, or it used to be back in the day, long ago. If not, they're done. Utah didn't go to the dance, did they? No. I mean, I was just thinking about all them great games in the 90s with Majerus. Oh my God, how good was that Majerus teams? How good was he, him and Dick Hunsaker, Weber State guy? So, I got to tell this story. Oh, by the way, too, Weber got beat at Nevada by that great... You ever seen a meltdown like that? That Nevada team, they were up by 17. They looked like Weber State in that game at the end. Like I said, it's tough being a Weber State fan, man. It's heartbreaking, actually. So we got to root for Danny. And great. At the Weber State game, Montana State, when Weber State smoked Montana State looked like they were unbeatable in the Big Sky. Ended up 5th. If someone had told you they ended up 5th right there, they'd give you 1,001. So me and Kev are talking, and Kev's like, well, you know, this Montana State's better than you think, Blanch, you know, and I'm like, those bigs are good. And we were just beat them by 20-something. I says, they're, you know, not as good as last year, but they're almost as good. And well, they're as good. He says, their bigs are as good. I says, no, they're not. He says, well, Bolo, and not their other big. And I'm thinking, and I says, no, they're not even close to him. And I look, and I didn't even know that. And then I look over my corner, and I'm like, is that them over there? So I walk over there, and he says, the guard for Utah State says, they came down from Logan to watch the game. And he says, you remember this guy right here? And I says, oh. He says, I says, yeah, he was good last year. And the kid says, and I says, no, wait a minute. He was great. And I says, Kev, hey, you're just bad-mouthing him. He's sitting right there. You better go talk to him. But, of course, Dylan got snubbed in the All-American things. Big Sky basketball is getting to be almost laughable. They're 1-25 in the tournament. Weber, they blow my fucking mind. It's a whole new level, everything. But I want to get this up before Danny. And I want to say another thing, too, about college basketball right now. It's very unfair. Now, granted, Oakland knocks Kentucky over like that. I get that, you know, and I'm not a fan of Johnson, not even. But, you know, apparently he didn't know that that guy did nothing but shoot threes. Apparently he didn't know that till halftime after he'd made 7 or 8. Then he decides to guard him. And more power to that. I mean, that was big time what he did, but let's remember, that's a 6-year player. 6 years. What? So the whole COVID thing's made this game really unfair in a lot of ways. You think there's a difference between a guy who's played 6 years and 4 years? Like night and day. These are professional basketball players. These are guys that should be playing professional basketball in Europe. You know, Moody for Montana State, 7th-year guy. I mean, it's the COVID thing has made it a very unfair playing field. I mean, you've got 19-year-olds playing against 26 and 27-year-olds. I mean, granted, what he did was special. I get it, you know, and of course we're rooting for Oakland. Who wants to root for Kentucky? Not me. You know, I mean, Utah, Kentucky, that old nemesis goes all the way back to the 40s, and Arnie Farron and Wat Masaka from Ogden. They're both from Ogden. So I want to get this up, and fucking Weber State. I mean, I don't know. Pro Day was yesterday. Winston Reed. I mean, we'll have 10 guys in the NFL. Something Weber State forgot how to do. They forgot how to do that when they fired Ronald Bagelin. When Ronald Bagelin left, one thing, they know how to recruit. They know how to get players. They know how to play. They don't know how to market. But the one thing that Weber State forgot how to do, the one thing that Big Sky Basketball has forgotten how to do, well, the state of Utah. The state of Utah. I mean, let's dig this out. This is the last time they won anything, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's real. It's the last time they won anything. I mean, Majerus took that Utah team to the national championship game. God, Majerus was one great coach, wasn't he? Oh my God, what a coach, huh? Oh, what a coach. And then, you know, of course, Dick Hunsaker. How come he didn't get the Weber State job? So, college basketball, when's the last time a team from Utah won it? Those 2 players from Ogden, Utah, right? 3 players. Huh. Vern Garner, he's actually from Wyoming, but he was a teacher at Bonneville High. Wat Masaka and the great Arnie Farron, who passed away this year, head of the committee. That was in the 1940s. So, 1971, Utah Stars, Elmo Beatty, Willie Wise, and crew. It's hard being a basketball fan in this state. Dallin Hall's right down there. He's a freshman. You know, what a great player. I remember coming home from Europe. I was coming home from Europe and so exhausted, whatever. My car was at my daughter's house. So I got my car and I, you know, drove down 12th and I thought, what the hell? Police escort. Here comes the bus out here. I live out in the sticks. And I'm like, what the God is that? And the police escorting the bus out towards me. I'm like, then it hit me. I says, oh, Dallin Hall and Fremont High School must have won the state championship. I've always known what he was from the time he was a little kid. That's a great player. He'll be a great player. He'll be an NBA player, no doubt in my mind. You know, no doubt. He'll be the first great NBA player in Weber County. No, we've had lots of them. Tom Chambers. He didn't go to Weber High. No. Dad moved to Colorado to play high school. He didn't like the coaches. But he grew up here, right here. So, put him in the Hall of Fame, by the way, Tom. So, go Danny! Go Danny. We love that guy. Always did. I mean, we go way back, he and I. So, it's going to be, we thought we were going to get 4 teams. It's going to be like the old days, you know. But, keep thinking. So, they're our last hope. Utah State. And again, call out to that YALE team. God. Anybody get this back in here? God, I feel like Weber State can't put it through. Yeah, there we go. Don't count me out. So, go Danny. Weber State had the most talented team they've probably ever had. Besides 68, 69. Sakowitz keeps reminding me of that. He's right. Maybe 95. So, March Madness in Utah. March Sadness. Last hope. Utah State. All those great players for all those, including the Phil Johnson. He played up there. Yeah, Cornell Green. You know, Dick Mata from Idaho. But Phil played at Utah State. Didn't he play with the greatest player in the history of college basketball in the state of Utah? Who's that? Oh, that'd be Wayne Estes. He was killed. So he never got a chance in the NBA. So should be great. What a downhill slide basketball has been since that. Look at the price on that ticket. Look where I'm sitting. Look at the price. It's been downhill since Jordan knocked the shot. Stanton.